Hey guys, so obviously it's been a minute, but I'm still alive, thank God. And I wanted to finally shoot this video because I've been talking about it forever, and I just honestly haven't really made the time to record it. So as you can see from the title of this video though, I'm just coming back to talk about ways that I feel like I was able to find and maintain my purpose or life after having Ava. Ava is 2 years old. She just turned 2 like a month ago. And I honestly feel like I'm just now kind of like getting my groove back and like catching my stride on the things that I said I wanted to do, or just things that I probably like suppressed during the whole like pregnancy and preparation for becoming a mom, and then kind of getting caught up in just being a mom and like what that entails. So as you guys know, my YouTube channel started on the basis of like hair, because I obviously have curly hair, and that is like been, oh Lord, I'm outside, so y'all just gonna have to bear with me. Yeah, it's really nice outside, so I was like, let me shoot outside, but these bugs. Okay, so yeah, my YouTube channel started on the basis of hair, and that's really kind of how I like got popping, I guess you could say, on Instagram too. But then, to be quite honest, like when I started teaching and then when I had Ava, I just kind of let it, oh Lord. Yeah, so I kind of fell off because I started teaching and then had Ava. So really kind of within the span of 4 years, I just kind of got caught up in the busyness of life. Like I said, I'm a teacher, so that in itself is like an exhausting job. So kind of like coming home and being willing to record or just like keep track of things was like not on the forefront of my agenda. And then put a baby on top of that, and it's like the first year, to be quite honest, like the first year of Ava's life coupled with me teaching, yeah, I think I was like sleep deprived for the first 10 months. So I don't even know what the school year was like, to be quite honest. So I know I wasn't able to do any like filming or anything, and that's not to say that other people don't do it, but it just, yeah, I was struggling. So again, now I feel like 2 years in, I'm kind of back in the swing of things, and I just really feel like, you know, now is my time to just like come out of the cocoon, and you know, and just get fly. So anyway, enough of the rambling. The focus of this video is, like I said, to kind of share the things that I feel like helped me kind of find my purpose and get back on track. So I wrote them down to help me stay organized. The first thing, and this video was honestly inspired by one of my friends. She has like a mom's group. It's just a few of us that we get together like every so often, and the question came up, and like I just kind of like came alive like when this question came up, and I was just like, oh man, like I should record this because I would be willing to bet that other people could benefit from hearing it also. So anyway, the first thing is to stand up for yourself. So I'm recording this as my dear husband is cleaning off the patio. So I want to talk about him a little bit, even though he's already heard me say this. But so Perry coaches and also trains athletes, and while that's great, it means that sometimes he gets home late, which would limit the time that I would have to like do certain things outside of the home, whether it's like attending networking events or, you know, just on like a personal physical level, like going to the gym, because although our daughter has a gym membership, sometimes she does not cooperate with the daycare people, and she doesn't want to be bothered, so she doesn't want to even go in. So that makes that a little bit challenging. So my options and times for doing things after school, or really after like the 6 o'clock time when I have to pick her up, were kind of limited. So finally it just kind of got to a point where I said to him like, hey, we need to come to some sort of compromise as far as timing is concerned, because I need to be able to do things too. And the list of things that I'm going over are not necessarily ranked. They're just kind of as they came to me. So I just kind of had to stand up for myself and say, like, hey, I know you're doing things to pursue your dreams, but I want to have that same time too. So, you know, we kind of need to compromise. So that was the first part of me getting back on track. The second thing was to outline reasonable goals. So in like November of 2018, I sat down with my cousin and we just like mapped out what some things were that I wanted to accomplish this year. And this was like a really rough sketch, just kind of like brainstorming ideas, like overall big picture. Then for New Year's, instead of getting some like generic and vague like New Year's resolution, I really wrote down my goals. And then she said to me, okay, well, how did you plan out your quarterly goals? And that was something that I had never done before. So I brought my notebook because I wanted to just show you guys like exactly kind of what I meant by that, by outlining my goals. So you won't be able to see everything, but basically, oh man, it's too bright out here. I'll put like a picture in here, but basically I made like a goal sheet of things that I wanted to do, whether that was like for my social media presence, for my like spiritual presence, I guess you could say, for school, and for my business or my brand that I'm also working on, which is Beautiful Minds. And then I went through, when she asked me about my quarterly goals, and I went through, I'll just put a picture of those two. I also went through and said, like, what are some things I want to do by the first quarter of the year, second quarter, third quarter, first and fourth quarter. And I honestly haven't even done quarter 3 and quarter 4 because I'm gonna kind of base them off of the first 2 quarters of the year. And what's crazy is that when I wrote down my yearly goals, literally within like that same week is when I got the opportunity to do Brown Girls Love. And that was, you know, a part of my goals to, you know, really develop my personal brand before I branched out and worked on like my business aspect, but just to like get April Tierra like, you know, more established, I guess you could say. And so that was like a really great opportunity because it literally led to other opportunities for me to actually make money. So literally writing down my goals, I think, kind of place them in my mind constantly, because even if I'm not like specifically thinking about it, it's in my subconscious. So that was the second thing. First thing, again, standing up for myself too, and not standing up for myself like I'm being bullied, you know what I'm saying, but just like I think with Perry and I, because I hadn't said like, oh, I need time to make time for XYZ, it wasn't something that like he was really thinking about, and I honestly hadn't really thought about it either. But then when I was like, oh snap, I don't have time, and then just said it, then it was something that we both could be mindful of. Then 2, outlining reasonable goals. Now I didn't say, at first I was like, okay, I'm posting YouTube every week, and then it was like, no, you know, I got a whole baby and a class full of kids that I have to teach every day. I don't have time to do that every week. But here are things that I can do more reasonably, once a month, you know, increasing just my Instagram posting, because like back when Instagram got started, I was posting every day, if not multiple times a day. And it's crazy because that's the very same concepts that are needed like now to build an Instagram profile. So kind of going back to the things that I feel like helped me be successful in the beginning. The third thing is to really pray and get in the Word to find my purpose. This year, more so than any year in the past, I have been reading my Bible much more diligently. For those of you that, you know, do believe in Jesus and, you know, you subscribe to the principles and ideas in the Bible, then I would strongly encourage you to beef up your reading, because it has helped me to like apply things in my daily life, but also like find ways to enhance what I'm doing, even in a secular like business sense. The Bible app, which I have used like, I don't know, 10 years maybe. It has been out there long, ever since I had an iPhone. I had the Bible app, and it's really only been this year that I really started like maximizing how I use it. And what's crazy is that the, hold on, it's not even showing it right now. Like the thing that has the streak at the top, y'all see that? Like at the top, my streak was going so well, and then like one day I forgot to read my Bible, and it like crushed me. Like I was literally in tears, because I'm also like super competitive, so that was like really disheartening. But now I'm like 36 days consecutively, and not just like opening the app, because it'll give you credit for that, but like reading and like marinating on what I've read. That has also helped to define like what I feel like I need to be working on, because I started thinking like, how can I ask God to tell me what I'm supposed to be doing if I'm not talking to him? Like that just doesn't even make sense. So I have to obviously be studying and applying the word in order for me to hear from him. So that's number 3. Number 4 is to use your time wisely, and that's honestly something that I really need to work on. So, you know, we all have the same 24 hours in a day, and although I feel like most of the time I don't get until like 8 to 10 to devote to myself personally or professionally, or, you know, even like on social media, then that's the time I need to maximize. Initially I would be like, oh my god, I'm so tired, Ava just went to bed and I just want to chill and watch TV, and that is still what I do some days, but I have at least tried to be more thoughtful about, okay, what can I do in these 2 hours that would help me? Because then I can't say, well, I'm not advancing, but I'm also not, you know, using my time in a more productive way. And then the last thing is really to take time to think of yourself. So, you know, as moms or as because honestly I feel like as a teacher you're kind of already a parent, because you're always thinking about kids in the first place. And then like I added that layer of actually being a parent, and it was like, man, I'm thinking about all these kids before I think about me. But taking time to like intentionally think about yourself. So whether that is, you know, you need to go get your nails done or your hair done, or just do your hair, or just do your nails, or just do your makeup, or whatever the case is. Like, I feel better when I look good, you know. And I mean, Saturday mornings when I wake up and my hair is like all over my head and I look like I haven't washed my face because I haven't washed my face, like, no, I don't feel productive because I don't look good. So finding ways to put me first, whether it's buying myself a new shirt or whatever the thing is that like helps you feel better, you know, whatever that thing is, being intentional about like cutting out time to do that. Because we've all heard the saying, you can't pour from an empty cup, and that is so true. When you're down and you're not feeling it, not only are you not going to be a good parent, but you're just not going to be a good you. So I feel like even this right now, like recording this video, feeling like I'm getting my stride back, feeling like I'm starting to tangibly work towards the things that I desire and I feel like I'm supposed to be doing. These are the things that recharge me, that will help me get through, you know, the things that I don't necessarily want to do, because I feel like I'm doing it for a greater purpose. You know, going back to the third point, which is, you know, spending time with God so that he can make my purpose clear for me to understand, is like, okay, as I'm doing these things, each step becomes clearer. And that was one thing for me that was kind of scary. Like, well, I don't really know like what I'm supposed to be doing or how I'm supposed to be doing it, so how can I have faith to move forward? But it's like, as you do it, like, he will make the way clear for you. And whatever it is, like, you'll know what it is that you're supposed to be doing, because you will also like be fed from it. So you'll also get like satisfaction and joy from it as well. So if it's not feeding you too, then it's probably not something you're supposed to be doing. So I hope that this video helps. I feel like I was starting to ramble because I don't know, I feel like I could just talk about this forever. But I really hope that any new moms, old moms, soon to be moms out there, you know, we work in a very difficult field, because motherhood is challenging, and sometimes the rewards come well after the work. But there is life in addition to motherhood, you know. There is a purpose that's greater than just your role in your home. And you can be a great mom, and you can be a great fill in the blank, whatever else it is that you want to do, once you make the decision that you want to do it, you know. And I think it's easy sometimes to use motherhood as a crutch. Oh, I can't do this for myself because I gotta watch the baby. Oh, I can't enroll in this new class because I got the baby. Oh, I can't go here because I need a babysitter. Yeah, that's all true sometimes. But sometimes we use it in ways that are just holding us back instead of really, you know, being reality. So I hope that this has been encouraging enough to motivate whoever is watching this to do something for you. You know, find the things that make you happy, figure out what your greater purpose is, and do that, because at the end of the day, your children will be proud of you for it. I want Ava and any future kids that we have to look at me and be proud of who their mom is. Like, that's my mom. Like, y'all see my mom out here killing it, because that will motivate them to do things that are amazing as well. So with that being said, thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you guys for encouraging me, and I'll be back in another video.